Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you. So today we will continue with chapter 10 on improving decision making and managing knowledge. These are the student learning objective. Number 1, what are the different types of decisions and how does the decision making process work? The next one, how do business intelligence and business analytics support decision making? And then, how do information systems help people working individually and in groups make decisions more effectively? What are the business benefits of using intelligent techniques in decision making and knowledge management? And lastly, what types of systems are used for enterprise-wide knowledge management and how do they provide value for businesses? Business value of improved decision making. Each of us makes hundred of decisions every day. If just a fraction of those decisions could be improved through better and more information and better processes, we will all be delighted. Businesses feel the same way. Customers would be happier, employees would be more motivated, and managers would have an easier job. Most of all, business could improve their profitability to the benefit of all. So, it is possible to measure the value of improved decision making. Decisions made at all levels of the firms. Some are common, routine, and numerous. Although value of improving any single decision may be small, improving hundreds of thousands of small decisions adds up to large annual value for the business. This table provides a few examples of the dollar value that enhanced decision making would give to firms. Okay, for example here, allocate support to most valuable customers. The decision maker is accounts manager. The value of decision is about $100,000 and the annual value to firm is $1,200,000. See? The annual value to firm is more than the value of decision. Okay, now. The three classifications of decision are closely tied to the level of management in an organization. For example, here, three types of decisions are unstructured, structured, and also the semi-structured. Unstructured, decision maker must provide judgment to solve problem. So, in this stage, it requires judgment, evaluation, and insight into non-routine situation, usually made at senior levels of management, where decisions are based on internal business information and often external industry and society changes. This decision affect long-term and strategic goals and the firm's objective. So, not well understood or agreed upon procedure for making them. The next one is structured. Structured is repetitive routine with definite procedure for making the decision, usually made at the operational management level and by project teams. This decision affects subunit and individuals' employees regarding the resources, schedules, and personal decisions for specific project. Individual employees may also make structured decisions that affect specific vendors, other employees, and most importantly, the customer. Okay, in other words, it involves definite procedure for handling them, so do not have to be treated as new. Okay, semi-structured, a combination of these two, unstructured and structured. These decisions are usually made by middle managers, and it affects resource allocation, short-range plans, and performance of specific departments, task forces, teams, and special project groups. Okay, so the keyword here, as it also tied to the level of management in an organization, unstructured is related to the top management, semi-structured is at the second level of management, and structured at the bottom part of the level of the organization. Okay, so this type of decision actually have been presented by one of the group in our class presentation. Okay. These are the decision characteristics, okay, illustrated by its level, as I mentioned just now. Unstructured tied to the senior management, semi-structured to the middle management, and structured to the operational management, which involve individual employees and teams. So the example of decision for the senior management to decide whether to enter or exit from market, and approve the capital budget, and also decide long-term goals, the strategic plan. Okay, and for the middle management, examples of decision that made by them: design a marketing plan, develop a departmental budget, design a new corporate website. And at the bottom, the operational management, they are dealing with the routine transaction, determine overtime eligibility, restock inventory, offer credit to customers, determine special offers to customers. Everything is structured. Okay, semi-structured, some structured, some unstructured, and the senior management, all unstructured. Okay, now decision making process. So there are 4 stages of decision making, starting from intelligent, design, choice, and implementation. So in intelligent phase, discovering, identifying, and understanding the problems occurring in the organization. Why is there a problem? Where? What effect it is having on the firm? The next stage is design. In this stage, identifying and exploring various solutions. And then in the choice stage, choosing among solution alternative. We have many alternative of solution. Then we choose among this solution alternative. Okay, for us to move to the next stage, which is implementation. So in this implementation, we make the chosen alternative work and monitoring how well solution is working. So these 4 stages are not always consecutive and may well be concurrent or repetitive. This part also have been presented by your friend, okay? Can you still remember? Okay, we move to the figure showing you the stages in decision making. Okay. High velocity automated decision making. What if your friend asks you to find a copy of the lyrics, for example, to the whatever singer lah, whatever hit song that you like? So how long do you think it would take you if internet-based search processes were not available? Days, weeks? A Google search for the information takes less than 5 seconds. So that's the power of high velocity automated decision making in today's world. Humans simply can't match a computer's speed and accuracy for making some decision. Humans eliminated. Okay? So computer programmers use the same 4-step decision making process that we have discussed before when they create algorithms that help make these kinds of lightning fast decisions: to identify the problem, design a method for finding a solution, define a range of acceptable solutions, and implement the solution. They just have to be careful that the algorithms are written correctly to ensure proper decisions are made by computers, or you may end up getting a profile of the singer that you are asking just now. Firstly, you ask for the lyric, okay? But if the algorithm have mistake, then might be the result would be the profile of the singer. Okay? For example, Siti Nurhaliza. I can't remember the the title of the song. Okay? So let's proceed to the quality of decision making. Okay, the title of this chapter, okay? The title of this chapter: Essential of Improving Decision Making and Managing Knowledge. So it refers to improve the decision making. Whether a decision is better is often a judgment call. Okay? So there are 6 dimensions, okay? 6 dimensions which you can decide if decisions are better, worse, or about the same. Okay? Are the decision accurate, comprehensive, fair, quick, efficient, and coherent, and follow due process? As information system expand as a tool in helping us make decision, the speed dimension is quite often the most important. Okay, the speed, the efficiency. Okay? This part also, if you can still remember, your friend also already presented this part. Okay? Accuracy, decision reflects reality. Comprehensiveness, decision reflects a full consideration of the fact and circumstances. Fairness, decision faithfully reflects the concerns and interests of affected parties. Speed and efficiency, decision making is efficient with respect to time and other resources, including the time and resources of affected parties such as customers. Okay? And then Sorry, my phone is ringing. Okay. Coherence. Decision reflects a rational process, okay, that can be explained to others and made understandable. And lastly, due process. Decision is the result of a known process and can be appealed to the higher authority. Okay, so the keyword here, everyone makes decision at all levels of an organization. Okay, the goal is to match the 4 decision making organizational levels along with the 3 types of decision to the appropriate kinds of decision support system. Well-built decision support system help managers and employees make better decisions by increasing the quality of decisions. Okay? Okay, next. Okay, next we will look into business intelligence in the enterprise. Business intelligence and business analytics provide managers with a systematic way of making sense of the vast amounts of data collected on customers, suppliers, employees, business partners, and the external business environment. There are 6 elements in business intelligence environment: data from business environment, business intelligence infrastructure, business analytic toolset, managerial users and methods, the delivery platform, which MSS, DSS, ESS, and the user interface. So this figure illustrates the business intelligence and analytic for decision support. Actually, this figure help you to understand how the 6 elements previously I mentioned work together in business intelligence and business analytics system. The 4 elements are the data from business environment. Okay, this data from the business environment, integrating and organizing structured and unstructured data from different sources that people can analyze and use. For example, here the call center, website, mobile devices, blog, stores, suppliers, and government employees. Okay, and then the business intelligence infrastructure here, database system that process relevant data stored in transactional databases and data warehouses, and also the data marts. And then the business analytic toolset, software tools that managers use to analyze data, produce report, respond to questions, and track their progress using key performance indicator, the KPI. So these are the tools: statistical model, data mining, OLAP, production report. We have discussed about these tools in the database chapter. Okay, and then the delivery platform, the managerial users and methods first. Okay, which business performance management and balance scorecard methods that help managers focus on key performance indicators, KPI, that I mentioned to you just now, and industry strategy analysis. Requires strong executive oversight to ensure managers are focusing on the right issues and not just producing reports and dashboard screen because they can. The delivery platform, MIS, DSS, and ESS, all the information from these IS are integrated and delivered to the appropriate level of management. Okay, user interface, business intelligence. Okay, business intelligence, BI and BA system. Okay, make it easy to visually display data, thereby making it easy to quickly understand information on a variety of computing devices. For example, report, dashboard, scorecard, desktop, mobile, web portal, and social media. This will make the user easy to understand the information. Okay. Okay, now is business intelligence and analytic capabilities. So we focus on this specifically. Okay, the first one, production reports, parameterized reports, dashboard, scorecard, ad hoc query, search report creation, drill down, forecast, scenarios model. For example here, what if scenario analysis and statistical analysis. So the days of receiving static report that are out of date, meaning that more than 30 days or even 30 minutes all containing data that are meaningless are over. Now are over. Business intelligence system help correct that situation in 5 different ways. The production report, the parameterized report, the dashboard, ad hoc query, the drill down, and with the forecast scenario model. Okay, let's move to the next part. These are the example of business intelligence and predefined report. Okay, every business functional area have their own production reports. Okay, next is predictive analysis. So what is predictive analysis? Use statistical analytics and other techniques. Most time, customer behavior is very predictable if you are looking at and understanding the right data. Companies use business analytics software to figure out ahead of time how reliable certain customers are regarding, for example, the credit extension, how customers will respond to changes in prices or services, or how successful new sales location will be. So those are the kinds of question predictive analysis or predictive analytic can answer more quickly and more easily than human. Predictive analytic help managers ask and answer the right question to make their company more successful. Predictive analysis extract information from data and uses it to predict future trend and behavior patterns. Predicting responses to direct marketing campaign, identifying best potential customers for credit card, identify at-risk customer, predict how customers will respond to price changes and new services. So the accuracies of this predictive analysis range from 95 to 90%. Okay, very high percentage. Okay, next is big data analytic. Okay, the trend nowadays is big data. Predictive analytic can use the big data generated from social media, consumer transaction, sensor, and machine output, and so on. For example, eBay's hunch.com to predict users' affinities for items not immediately obvious. Okay. I give you an example. You are shopping on a major retailer's website when all of a sudden you see a sweater that you simply can't live without. Alongside the sweater's display are pictures of a pair of pants or skirts that combined will make the perfect outfit. So the pants and skirt are labeled. So you might also like what other customers purchase when they purchase this sweater. So those extra items were not put there by chance, but more as a result of big data analytics that we discussed in earlier chapter. Rather than requiring you to thumb through pages and pages of skirts and pants, the retailer will do it for you, and in the meantime increase the chances of making an extra sale. Those recommendations likely are a result of what other customers purchase. So the retailer captures all its sales data, analyze it, and includes data from social media streams to create the customized recommendation to you. So it can recommend you to buy what things. If you buy this thing, then you should buy this thing together with your things. So public sectors drive to smart cities to inform decision on utility management, transportation operation, healthcare delivery, and public safety. Smart cities, you know, smart tunnel, like the smart tunnel. Okay, so all these use the big data analytics. I say big data makes cities smarter. Okay, in your Lodon book, okay, if you see in page 380, it describes how New York City is using a variety of data sources to improve its services to citizens and effectively deploy resources to the right areas. So computer simulation will inform decision makers about the optimum combination of resources and tools to make New York a better place to live. Other cities will likely follow suit. Okay, and the computer simulations is the big data analytics. Okay, next is location analytics and GIS. Many executive decisions depend on the availability of information, internal and external. For instance, a company that ships most of its products on trucks needs data about interstate highway access and traffic patterns to help control shipping costs and make it easier for drivers to access its warehouses. And these warehouses is the gudang, not the data warehouse, the database. Some company policies limit business locations to high traffic areas such as mall and similar densely populated areas. Other executive decisions revolve around data about current and potential customers and their geographic location. Okay, location analytics enable companies to gain insight from the location component of data, including data from mobile phone, wireless sensors, scanning devices, location-based cameras, and also map. So the data may help businesses solve problems, attract more customers, and improve the service. For example, helping a utility company view customer costs as related to location. Okay, GIS, Geographic Information System. This GIS rely heavily on demographic data. This type of decision support system help managers to visualize geographic information more easily and make better decision based on digitized map. GIS data can be coupled with an organization internal data to better allocate resources, money, people, time, and material. Okay, these are the business intelligence users. Okay, so this figure tells you how each division of the business intelligence audience uses the capabilities of this system. Casual users, consumer. 80% of employees, the customer, suppliers, operational employees use the production report, senior managers, parameterized report, dashboard, scorecard, manager, staff, ad hoc queries, drill down, search or lab. For business analysts, forecast, what if analysis, statistical model. Okay. Support for semi-structured decision. A decision support system, business intelligence delivery platform for super users who want to create own reports, use more sophisticated analytic and models. So decision support system help executive make better decision by using historical and current data from internal information system and also from the external sources of data. So by combining massive amount of data with sophisticated analytical models and tools, and by making the system easy to use, they provide a much better source of information to use in the decision making process. Because of the limitation of hardware and software, early DSS system provided executive only limited help. Okay, now with the increased power of computer hardware and the sophisticated software available today, DSS actually can crunch lots more data in less time in greater detail with easy to use interfaces. The more detailed data and information executives have to work with, the better their decision can be. Like us, if we have many input, then actually we can make the better decision in whatever aspect. Okay, for example, if you want to choose your course, okay, maybe if you know who is the lecturer, and then you know the time that the class will be conducted, then actually you can make better decision lah if you have a lot of info. Okay, so the what if analysis ni, this one the what if decision most commonly made by executive use sensitivity. What if analysis, okay, what if analysis commonly made by executive use sensitivity analysis model to help them predict what effect the decision will have on the organization. So executive don't make decision based solely on the intuition. Okay, the more information they have, the more they experiment with different outcome in a safe mode, the better their decision. That's the benefit of the model used in the software tools. So common spreadsheet software such as Microsoft Excel help managers review data in 2 dimensions rather than just one by using pivot tables. So they can decipher patterns in information and help them allocate resources better. Managers use pivot tables managers that use the pivot tables, okay, actually can develop better strategies because they will gain a better sense of correlating the point, to correlate the point. Okay, so this table display the result of sensitivity analysis of the effect of changing the sale price of a necktie and the cost per unit on the product's break-even point. It answers the question, what happens to the break-even point if the sales price and the cost to make each unit price increase or decrease? These are the variable costs per unit. Okay. In this pivot table, we are examining where an online training company's customers come from in terms of region and advertising source. Actually, this is the typical screen used in Microsoft Excel pivot table. Okay. Next section, decision support for senior management. ESS, okay. ESS are used primarily by senior management whose decisions are usually never structured and could be described as educated guesses. Executives rely as much, if not more, on external data than they do on data internal to their organization. So decisions must be made in the context of the world outside the organization. The problems and situation senior executive face are very fluid, so the system must be flexible and easy to manipulate. Executive support system don't provide executive with ready-made decision. They provide the information that help them to make their decision. So executive use their information along with their experience, knowledge, education, and understanding of the corporation and the business environment as a whole to make their decision. Okay, that's why this one called unstructured. Okay, by using the balanced scorecard method, executive actually can combine their company's internal financial information with additional perspectives such as customers, internal business processes, and learning and growth of the company. Ini measures 4 dimensions of firm performance. Okay, usually the balanced scorecard measures financial, business process, customer, learning, and growth. By focusing on the KPI, the key performance indicators, in each of these areas, the financial, business process, customer, learning, and growth, executive gain a better understanding of how the organization is performing overall. After senior management establishes KPIs for each area, then and only can the flow of information be established. So this figure depicts the framework for a balanced scorecard, which have the four items, 4 dimensions of the balanced scorecard: customers, financial, business processes, and learning and growth. Firm strategy and objective come from these 4 dimensions, and every dimension is measured by using the KPIs. Okay, next is the business performance management, BPM. Management methodology based on firm strategies. For example, differentiation, low cost producer, market share growth, scope of operation. BPM translates strategies into operational targets, uses set of KPI to measure progress towards target. So BPM is another tool for executive to systematically translate the strategy they have developed for their company into operational target. BPM method use KPIs to help users measure the organization progress toward the target. BPM is similar to the balanced scorecard approach, but with a stronger strategic viewpoint than an operational viewpoint. Okay? And then executive often face information overload and must be able to separate the chaff from the wheat in order to make the right decision. On the other hand, if the information they have is not detailed enough, they may not be able to make the best decision. So an ESS can supply the summarized information executive that are needed and yet provide the opportunity to drill down to more detail if necessary. So as technology advances, ESS are able to link data from various sources, both internal and external, to provide the amount and kind of information executives find useful. As common software programs include more option and executive gain experience using this program, they are turning to them as an easy way to manipulate information. So because of the trend toward flatter organization with fewer layers of management, companies are employing ESS at lower levels of the organization. Okay, because the before this we look at the level of the hierarchy is top like the pyramid, but nowadays it become the flatter organization. So the ESS can be applied at the lower levels of the organization. Flatter organization also require managers to access more information about a wider range of activities than in the past. So this requirement can be accomplished with the aid of a good ESS. Executive can also monitor the performance of their own areas and of the company as a whole. Okay. Group Decision Support System, GDSS. You have been there. A meeting where nothing seemed to get done, where some people dominated the agenda and others never said a word, and it dragged on for hours. When it was all over, no one was sure what was accomplished, if anything. Okay, but the food providers were good. For example, maybe the roti jala, donut, coffee, tea during the meeting. Okay, so more and more companies are turning to groups and teams to get work done. Hours upon hours are spent in meetings, in group collaboration, in communicating with many people. To help group make decisions, a new category of system of developed, the Group Decision Support System. This is the GDSS. So in GDSS, okay, the hardware includes more than just computers and the peripheral equipment. It also includes the conference facilities, okay, the audiovisual equipment and networking equipment that connect everyone, meeting facilitators and staff. You can meet the facilitators and staff, okay. So it necessary to keep the hardware operating correctly. So as the hardware becomes more sophisticated and widely available, many companies are bypassing specially equipped rooms in favor of having the group participant attend the meeting through their individual desktop computer. Many of the software tools and programs that we have discussed in previous chapters can also be used to support GDSS. Some of these software tools are being reworked to allow people to attend meetings through intranet or extranet. Now, instead of wasting time in meetings, people will know ahead of time what is on the agenda. All of the information generated during the meeting is maintained for future use and reference. Because input is anonymous, ideas are evaluated on their own merit. And for geographically separated attendees, travel time and dollars, ringgit are safe. Electronic meeting system make these efficiencies possible. Okay? So all is not perfect with GDSS, okay? Because face-to-face communication is critical for managers and others to gain insight into how people feel about ideas and topics. Body language can often speak louder than words. Some people still may not contribute freely because they know that all input is stored on the file server, even though it is anonymous, and the system itself imposes disciplines on the group that they may not like. Okay, so GDSN can promote collaborative atmosphere, support increased meeting size with increased productivity, okay, because it follows the structured methods for organizing and evaluating ideas, but still it has the disadvantage Okay, because the face to face actually is more, you can feel, okay, like us to have the face to face class, or and only listen to the voice. So actually it might have difference. Okay, now up to now actually we are talking about business intelligence system that can meet organizational needs by integrating all the information stream into a single coherent enterprise-wide set of data. Modeling, statistical analysis and data mining tools help managers make sense of the data and help all employees make more effective decisions. Dashboard must be flexible, easy to use, and contain both internal and external sources of information. And lastly, using group decision support system comprised of hardware, software, and people help streamline group meetings and communication by removing obstacles and using technology to increase the effectiveness of decision. Okay, we move to the next part. Intelligence system for decision support. So many people have the impression that artificial intelligence, okay, the AI, is all about computers taking over the world and turning on their human inventors. Actually, that's not true. They can't replace humans. Many of the systems under the artificial intelligence umbrella are useful tools for capturing, storing, and disseminating human knowledge and intelligence. Okay? So these intelligent techniques include the expert system, case-based reasoning, fuzzy logic, neural network, genetic algorithm, and intelligent agent. Okay, what is expert system? What is expert system? Expert system, a common form of artificial intelligence. Okay, they are used to assist human in the decision making process, but they don't replace human. For example, in the clinic, okay, many of the decisions that we make by using the expert system are based on past experience, but we have added benefit of reasoning and intuition. So this expert system asks questions, then give you advice and reason why you should take a certain course of action based on hard data, not on hunch. Okay, again, they don't make the final decision. Most of the problem as an expert system help resolve can in fact be solved by a human, but because the computer is faster or safer, business choose to use them instead of person. You want to know actually what you feel sick, okay, then what are the cause of your sick? What are the cause of your sick? Okay, I think we have the slide. Yeah, we have the slide specifically for each of this intelligence system for decision support. Okay, expert system already explained to you. Okay, next, case-based reasoning. So far, we have concentrated on capturing individual knowledge in an expert system. Through practical experience, you have realized that two heads are better than one. Very seldom will only one individual work on a project, or perhaps one individual works on the for example, the whatever project, while another work on the another project. So they have different and yet similar experiences. What if you could tap into each person's experience and knowledge on a collective basis? This is for the case-based reasoning. To take the best of the best from each one and apply it to your needs. Then you give your knowledge to someone else who will combine it with knowledge from others and continue building on the best of the best. That's what a case-based reasoning system does best. Okay, knowledge and past experiences of human specialists are represented as cases and stored in a database for later retrieval. System searches for stored cases with problem characteristics similar to new one, find closest fit and apply solution to of old case to new case. The successful and unsuccessful application are tagged and linked in database. And usually this case-based reasoning used in medical diagnostic system and also for the customer report. Okay, so this figure gives you an excellent overview of how a case-based reasoning system works. Have the case database. User describe the problem. System searches database for similar cases for this problem. Okay. System asks user additional question to narrow niche search. System find closest fit and retrieve solution. And then system modifies the solution to better fit the problem. Successful? No, it will come back to the system modifies the solution to better fit the problem. If yes, the system stores problem and successful solution in the database and the process will start again. Okay, next, fuzzy logic. Okay, one more time. Back to our umbrella. If it's only cloudy outside, how do you know whether to take the umbrella? So it depends on how cloudy it is. You say, if it looks like rain, you know to take the umbrella. There is a strong possibility that it will pour bucket. If it's only a little cloudy and doesn't look like rain, you will take the chance that you won't get wet and leave the umbrella at home. That's fuzzy logic. Okay? Fuzzy logic actually is the new rule-based advance in artificial intelligence based on approximate values and ambiguous data. A fuzzy logic system will combine various data into a range of possibilities and then help solve problems that we couldn't solve before with computers. Okay. Rule-based technology that represent imprecision in categories. Example, cold versus cool. By creating rules that use approximate or subjective values. It can describe a particular phenomenon or process linguistically and then represent that description in a small number of flexible rules. Provide solution to problem requiring expertise that is difficult to represent in the form of if-then rules. For example, Sendai Japan subway system uses fuzzy logic controls to accelerate so smoothly that standing passengers need not hold on. Okay, the beautiful of fuzzy logic. So this figure show you how the fuzzy logic work for temperature control. Okay, let's move to the next. Neural networks. Okay, this types of knowledge system is as close to emulating the human ability to learn as we have been able to come. Okay, let's return to our umbrella example. So how do you know to take an umbrella when it's raining? So you probably got wet a few times without one. Then you tried using one when it rained and discovered that you didn't get wet. You learn that when it rains, an umbrella will keep you dry. That's basically how neural network work. So neural network use hardware and software that parallel the processing patterns of a biological brain. It will learn patterns from large quantities of data by searching for relationship, building models, and correcting over and over again the model's own mistake. Human train the network by feeding it data for which the input produce a known set of output or conclusion. Machine learning. So this neural network is useful for solving complex, poorly understood problems for which large amount of data have been collected. The more data it takes in and the more situation it gets right, the better it becomes at knowing the right answer to the next set of decision. Okay, this figure show you how a neural network layers work. Okay, so before we go to the genetic algorithm, you have to know what are the difference between neural network and expert system that we are discussing just now. Okay, expert system emulate human decision making. Neural network learn human thought processes and reasoning pattern. So expert system use rules and frames in which to make their decision. Neural network adjust to input and output. Expert system require humans to update their database for information, but neural network continue to expand their own base of information. Okay. Next, we go to genetic algorithm. Okay. This genetic algorithm find the optimal solution for a specific problem by examining very large number of alternative solutions for that problem. So based on techniques inspired by evolutionary biology, inheritance, mutation, selection, and so on. Okay, we have evolved as a human race through genetic. We are made up of many combination of generation of human. That's how genetic algorithm work by representing a solution as a string of zeros and ones, then searching randomly generated strings of binary digits to identify best possible solution. Used to solve complex problems that are very dynamic and complex, involving hundreds or thousands of variables or formula. So business often need to solve problems that are dynamic, complex, and have many variables. Very few problems are clear-cut, black and white. Genetic algorithms are good system for businesses to use because it's almost like having millions of people coming at a problem from all directions. So this example illustrates an initial population of chromosome, each representing a different solution. Okay, the genetic algorithm uses an iterative process to refine the initial solution so that the better ones, those with the higher fitness, are more likely to emerge as the best solution. Okay, take your time to study this figure. Okay. Okay, next. Intelligent agent. Jump on the web and find the best price for computer printer supplies. For example, simply typing the word computer printer supplies into your favorite search engine will result in thousands of pages with more than just price information. You can find specific information on prices much faster using an intelligent agent. This software program learns your personal preferences for accomplishing simple tasks and can take the drudgery out of repetitive specific work. I already explained you about this. Okay, the shopping board. Can you still remember? Like the Trivago? Okay. Let's look at this figure. This figure demonstrates intelligent agent technology at work in PNG, Protector and Gambler Supply Chain Network. The software agent schedule deliveries from suppliers. If a supplier can't deliver on time, agents negotiate with other suppliers to create an alternative delivery schedule. Okay, this is how the bot, okay, the intelligent agent work. Okay, then next, software agent collect real-time sales data on each PNG product from multiple retail stores. They relay the data to PNG production for replenishing orders and to sales and marketing for trend analysis. And then for the distributor, software agent schedule shipment from distributor to retailers, giving priority to retailers whose inventories are low. If a shipment to a retailer is delayed, agents find an alternative tracker. Agent do the work for you. Okay. So actually business can use intelligent agent to help train users on new system, schedule appointment, or monitor work in progress. But for though the most popular use of this software is shopping agent that serve the web for you looking for specific item to purchase or the lowest prices on a particular item. If you would like to try a shopping bot yourself, you can try at http://www.mysimon.com mysimon.com. Okay, the website explains its service this way. Our secret is a team of helpers built with patent pending software. The virtual learning agent technology creates intelligent agents trained by our own team of shopping experts to collect information from any online store. It's fun and fast. Okay, so before we move to the next section, let me wrap up first. What have we already discussed? Okay, businesses are interested in artificial intelligence to preserve the intelligence and knowledge of their employees and use it to their competitive advantage. Expert systems emulate humans in the decision-making process but cannot replicate the intuition and reasoning that still require the human touch. Many new technologies can help humans solve difficult problems or take advantage of new opportunities. Neural networks learn how to make decisions. Fuzzy logic uses ranges of possibilities instead of giving black and white or yes/no answer. And lastly, the intelligent agents take much of the drudgery out of searching dozens of websites. Okay. Knowledge management. Business process developed for creating, storing, transferring, and applying knowledge. Organization must employ knowledge management concept, okay, in the same manner as they manage all other resources. If you can still remember in chapter 1, I think, in chapter 1, we discussed the difference between computer literacy and information literacy. We pointed out that there is more to information than just bits and bytes. The next step up from information literacy is knowledge. An organization must transform the information it gathers and put it into meaningful concepts that give it insight into ways of improving the environment for its employees, suppliers, and customers. So this is the knowledge management. Okay? Knowing how to do things effectively and efficiently in ways that other organizations cannot duplicate is major source of profit and competitive advantage. If you have the knowledge management, actually, you can gain the competitive advantage. You have your own knowledge. Okay? So, knowledge exists throughout the enterprise in these three basic forms: structured, semi-structured, and also the tacit knowledge or unstructured. Structured text documents such as report and PowerPoint presentation. The semi-structured such as email, voicemail, digital pictures, graphic, and so on. Tacit knowledge, okay, unstructured knowledge that resides inside people's mind and is mostly undocumented, okay, rarely written down. Enterprise-wide knowledge management system. The goal of enterprise-wide knowledge management system is to capture as much as possible of these three kinds of knowledge: the structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. Once it captured, the system must provide an easy way to store the knowledge, make it accessible to all employees, and allow them to apply it to any situation. General purpose, firm-wide system that collect, store, distribute, and apply digital content and knowledge in the organization. Okay, this is the enterprise-wide knowledge management system. Okay, next, enterprise content management system. With so many sources of information and knowledge available, how does an organization go about collecting, storing, distributing, and applying all of it? That's what we will investigate in this section. Okay. Enterprise Content Management System. Capabilities for knowledge capture, storage, repositories for document and best practices, capabilities for collecting and organizing semi-structured knowledge such as email. So, corporations actually have realized over the years that most problems or situations are not entirely brand new to the organization. Rather, there are mutation of previously experienced difficulties. So, by creating this enterprise content management system, actually the employees, old and new, can research how the problem was solved before and capture best practices that can be adapted to the current situation. That saves time, money, and also frustration. It also allows the corporation to bring the best information and reuse it instead of creating brand new solution every time. You don't have to create the brand new solution every time. Okay? So this figure showing you how an enterprise content management system work. Okay, next, digital asset management system. For those firms whose knowledge is contained in object other than simple document, digital asset management system help them to manage the unstructured digital data. Okay? Collect, store, and process knowledge contained in photograph, graphic, images, video, and audio files. Okay, next, knowledge network system, expertise location and management system. Provide only directory of corporate expert in well-defined knowledge domain. Okay, this knowledge network system provide online directory of corporate expert in well-defined knowledge domain and use communication technologies to make it easy for employees to find appropriate expert in firm. Because it's simply too expensive and too time consuming to continually reinvent the wheel, corporations are turning to knowledge network in an attempt to link those who hold the knowledge with those that need the knowledge. Okay? Employees who have tacit knowledge about a product or project in their head are easily connected through these kinds of network with employees who need to know the information. So, corporations save time and money by placing data pertaining to the subject matter expert in a directory that all employees can access. So, users are easily connected to the expert through this network and can communicate and collaborate on a variety of subjects. So, knowledge network then are not a nice to have system, but a must have if companies want to reduce costs and maximum profit. Okay? We store all the tacit knowledge from our senior, then the junior can learn from this network. Okay, next, collaboration tools and learning management system. So if you thought that blog, okay, like blog, wikis, your social networking sites, okay, actually this site is only for kids or just for you lah, like 20 something that want to gossip. Are you gossip with your friend and share your innermost thought and feeling? You would be wrong. Okay, companies also are discovering the power of using these tools for collaboration among and between employees, especially teams, customers, suppliers, and business partners. Okay, so they are easy to use and often don't require any help from the IT staff to set up or support, and they sure are easier to search and organize than thousands and thousands of email. As you surf through the web and find new articles, for example, the video, pictures, okay, you can use social bookmarking technique. Okay, social bookmarking technique to tag the information with keyword. You store the shared bookmark in Foxonomies. so that your friend or co-workers can easily find the bookmarks. Learning management system. Okay, because business process and work methods are constantly and continually changing, organization must devise ways to make learning less expensive and easier to deliver. So by using the learning management system to provide the necessary tools for delivering, tracking and assessing employee learning, companies can reduce costs and ensure employees receive the right training at the right time. So a company can make this system even more productive if they are used in conjunction with, for example, web-based multimedia system. Regardless of where the employee and educator are located, they can collaborate together wherever necessary. Okay, knowledge work system. Wow, very long way, huh? Okay, this knowledge work system, specialized system for knowledge workers. So new corporate knowledge is being discovered every day. Product processes are continually being invented or reinvented, okay, by multitude of employees. Knowledge work system help employees capture the knowledge as it being created and integrate it into the business. Requirement of knowledge work system. A knowledge work system must provide knowledge workers with the following necessary tools. The specialized tools, okay, the powerful graphic analytical tools and communication and document management, the computing power to handle sophisticated graphic or complex calculation, access to external databases, and also the user-friendly interfaces. So this figure shows the required element of a knowledge work system. Knowledge work system requires strong link to external knowledge bases in addition to specialized hardware and software. User interface here. So the software, the hardware, and also the external knowledge base. Examples of knowledge work system is like the CAD, computer aided design. Okay, computer aided design application are used by design engineers, for example, to build a new product or improve old one. Use the computer aided design. It used to take 3 to 4 years and millions of dollars to design a new car. With improved the computer aided design, actually automobile manufacturers have reduced the time to 18 to 24 months and cut the cost by millions of dollars. This is the good of the CAD system. And then the virtual reality system. Okay, virtual reality system have sophisticated imagery that makes you feel like you are right there. You may have seen this system on TV shows or in the movies. You are usually required to wear special equipment that fits your reaction back to the computer so that it can plan its responses to your input. The VR, okay? Augmented reality. The AR system, CAD, VR, AR. Augmented reality allows you to keep one foot in the real world and put one foot in an enhanced computer-generated imaginary world. If you have ever watched a professional football game, you have experienced augmented reality. You know that yellow line across the field that shows you where the team has to get to for a first down. With every set of down, the augmented reality line moves to a different location. It's so real, some people are surprised that it only appears on television broadcasts of football game. Okay, marketers are especially enamored with the idea of interacting with customers in new and different ways. So the technology has a bright future as people become more used to the idea that they can experience myriad of services in new, more fun and better ways. Investment workstation. Okay. That's the idea behind investment workstation. Once again, my phone is ringing. Okay, so how would you like to make investment decision? Okay, based on information that is, for example, three months older. So will you have very much faith in the system that told you only how the company did financially last year, or would you also like to know how the company performed for the last quarter? So that's the idea behind the investment workstation. They combine the information about companies that is internal and external, new and old, in order to advise clients on the best use of their investment dollars. Right? So the amount of data is massive and must be processed quickly in order to keep up with the changing market condition and changing nature of the industry itself. So this is for the investment. Okay, so I want to conclude, okay, for this section. Information and knowledge are key business assets that must be nurtured, protected, grown, and managed for the benefit of the entire organization. Enterprise-wide knowledge management system captures structured, semi-structured, and tacit knowledge, making it available throughout the organization. Knowledge work system create and manage knowledge using computer-aided design system, virtual reality system, and also the virtual reality modeling language. Okay, I think that's all for this topic. Okay, thank you for listening to the lecture. Bye.